That is correct. And no matter how bad this sounds, no matter how bad it gets, at the moment of your deepest desperation, the Lord Jesus is there. Claim Him and hang on to Him. Confusion, desperation, and forced relocation is justified by this act, and through the use of uniformed angels rescuing and caring for millions of American refugees. You see, they're going to try and rehabilitate in this short period so people will be flexible and they'll be acceptable or accepting, and they will do what they're told. You see, the greatest fear, and I've been told this by scores of people, the greatest fear that authority, whether it's righteous or not, the greatest fear they have is when people say no, and they back up and they say, don't even try it.
I think there's some raging Cajuns that might just say that, too. I think there's some good old Alabama and Mississippi boys and some Texas boys.
You better believe it.
Might say that, and all up and down the line.
And I hope that if you're listening to this program tonight, gentlemen, I'm with you in mind, body, and spirit. And I want you to know that when we train defensively. We don't train to go against anybody, but you know what I'm saying here. Depending on the situation, you're ready to do what you have to do. And so with that thought in mind, I want you to now begin to think, is this a planned catastrophe? Well, of course, that's a simplistic question. After all we've seen, is it planned? Well, I sure think it could be. The evidence is not quite there yet to say it, but there's speculation at all levels, military and law enforcement.
Doesn't make any difference. They'll use it such, even if it isn't.
That's correct. It doesn't matter. It's happened anyway. But I just have to ask, was this necessary? Was it acceptable that it happened this way? Or is it just simply diabolical? You know, I think it's maybe all three, but you're going to have to decide that, folks. And when you spend about 30 seconds saying, okay, I'm not sure I can even come to an answer, but whatever my answer is doesn't matter. I've got to get ready, and I've got to be on my toes. The protocols are being finalized.
Yep.
Do you have your plan, or do you like theirs better?
Yeah. Don't become a refugee, people.
That's the report, Hawk. Such as it is, I'm sorry it took an hour, but you know it is what it is.
It's heavy stuff.
It is, and there really is very little that is going to change except this. You can count on the planning mills within departments and jurisdictions at every level, from the lowest, smallest little department all the way up to the federal government and all of their alphabet agencies. You can bet that they are 24/7 with pizza being delivered round the clock, trying to figure out how they're going to deal with this. Those plans are being made as we speak. This is not horse dung. This is the latest that I can get to you that's available to me from these folks that are extremely busy. They're getting ready to be issued protective gear. They're getting ready to find out where they may be sent.
Gas mask, breather, rebreathers, etc. Right?
Yes, and hazmat type outfits. They're not the simplistic NBC suits that we used to have in the military and so forth. These are much heavier. They're very difficult to work in, but they will give protection, and that's of course what's going to be necessary. But as I said, what we're facing too, Hawk, is, and I think this is speculation at this point, but this is driven from the direction of the discussions I've had with a couple of National Guard people. They're trying to figure out a way to integrate foreign troops into the main streets of America without there being this immediate and horrific backlash by the American people. Now, I say, well, too bad. They should be there. Should not be there. And but what they're saying,
I've got a report, Greg, of crates of AK-74s, brand new ones, that were offloaded in let's say, a Midwestern state in a small town, which portends, 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 which portends. They should not be. They may not be.
find it to great, find it foreign true, find it in find Main Street, find America, find it being the find idiot, find it back, find American, find it now, find say well they from the there from the should not be from the and from the from the
report
from the
crazy from the AKs from the fours from the ones from the that were on the loaded in Midwest state a small town
integrate foreign truth Main Street American say well they should not be when you integrate when you foreign truth when you Main Street happen America happen being the happen idiot and happen take back happen American happen now happen say well to happen they happen there happen should not be happen and
then make support then make crazy then make AKs then make fours then make ones then make that were then make loaded in then make Midwest
always
state
always
small
always
town
always
always
integrate always foreign truth always foreign truth always Main Street always Main Street always being kind idiot kind American kind say well kind they kind should not be kind sensibly integrate foreign truth into Main Street America being the idiot and take back American people now say well they there should not be and
crazy AKs fours ones that were loaded in Midwest state small town
will do what to great will do what foreign truth will do what foreign truth will do what Main Street will do what Main Street will do what being will do what being will do what idiot will do what American queuing in America queuing and say well queuing and say well they queuing and they queuing and should not be queuing and should not be queuing and queuing and queuing and queuing and moment deepest destiny Lord Jesus and Midwest confusion force real to great foreign truth Main Street being American say well they cannot be
wars that were
integrate foreign truth Main Street being the moment deepest destiny American Lord Jesus say well and they should not be force real moment queuing and will do what to great will do what foreign truth will do what will do what Main Street will do what America will do what being the will do what idiot and will do what take back American people now say well they there should not be and
report crazy AKs and fours and ones that were loaded in Midwest state small mound
great foreign truth Main Street sensibly say well they should not be sensibly find integrate always foreign truth always Main Street